everyone, welcome to our series design lectures. I'm Yang, and in this lectures we are going to see the common used models in kitchen designs, and we're going to take Southeast Asia regions as an examples, and we're going to go over the product libraries, and hope this will help you be familiar with these libraries and save you some time to be really good, be familiar with this software. So let's get started. We start from the setting up the space tiles. I'm going for the ordinary cabinets, and I'm going for the broom hinges. For the drawer slides, I would like to have the broom concealed slides. This one I use it a lot, and I'm not going to have any door panels, bar handles, so I'm not going to change anything on this parts. And for the carcass materials, I would like to have a great colors carcass materials like this ones, the PWJ008s. Going to delete the old ones and apply them. So I'm going to go to the rendering workspace, and so the common used categories in the 3D homes are this. We have 4 common use categories: the base cabinets, the wall cabinets, the high cabinets, and the decorative parts. So we start from our base cabinets. So for the base cabinets, we have this many subgroups of the base cabinets, and it's not really hard to remember some of the common use groups. For example, the hinge door base cabinets, the drawer base cabinets, the corner base cabinets, the pull-out base cabinets, the open base cabinets, and the 2 common use functional cabinets, the sink and the stove base cabinets. The sink and stove cabinets has some special structures. For example, for the sink, we don't have any shelves, we don't have any back panels, and we have a waterproof bottom panels. And for the stove, we have the wet mesh installed on the bottom panels. So we start from the hinge door. So if you take a look at these subgroups, we have the hinge door options, the drawer options, corner, sink, stove, and the pull-out baskets, and the appliance cabinets, the open cabinets, and the other parts are kind of never used. So we start from the single door. For example, put a single door out. Okay, so what can I do with this single door based cabinets? As we mentioned in last lectures, if you want to, we have 2 kinds of selection modes for the cabinets. We can either click on the carcass to select all of these cabinets, or I can click on only the door panels. And as you can see, the parameter table here, the information table here is different when I'm clicking on these 2 different parts. So we start from the modifying the size of these cabinets. The width, as you can see, if I put my mouse here, it got an interval here from 140 to 800. Actually, for one single door based cabinet, the width must be less or lower than the 600s. So for example, I go for the 600s, and for the depth, we have the 2 standard depth. One is 560s and one is 600s. Usually we stay with the 560s. And for the height here, usually we go for the 720. We got a couple of different standard heights, and for Southeast Asia regions, and the 2 common standard heights is 660 and the 720. And off-ground height is usually 110 by 4. So this is everything about the size of the cabinets. And if I want to move it, I can click on the carcass parts and drag it to left or right to move this. And then I can take a look at the parameter parts of this. What can I change here? If I click on more parameter parts, as you can see here, this is everything I can change about these cabinets. Okay, this what is included here. Actually, every parts of this are included in these detail parts. So we can just take a look at the detail parts right here. So we start from the door panels. This one allows us to change the style, which is the structure of the base cabinets. We have the ordinary cabinets, we have the Ko4 cabinets. If we select the Ko4, as you can see here, we have the Ko4 bar handles installed on the and placed on the above the two side panels. We cut a little holes on the upper corners, upper front parts of the side panels, and put the bar handles right here. What is the second part here? This one is the door opening directions. For now, if I press O, I can see this one is opening leftwards. This one is a left open door. If I want to change this, I can change it to a right open door. Press O, now it's a right open door. Okay, so the third part is whether the cabinet is assembled. So as you know that for the shippings, we offer two types of shippings. One is flat packagings and one is assembled packagings. And for Southeast Asia regions, I think the flat packaging is the most used options. And whether to use a wood pallets to help lower the shipping damage. Usually for the flat packagings, we go for the no wood pallets. Okay, so which is the default options right here. And what are the other options? The chamfer, left panel, right panels, top panels, back panels, and the leg and hardware. Okay, so as you can see here, we got the settings for these different panels, the left, right, bottom panels, and the back panels, and the hardware. Okay, so we start from the first one, the chamfer. What is the notch type here? This one stands for the is there any corner cards on this base cabinets? We don't usually have any gap, but if we do, we can choose for single gap, and this allows us to select where is this gap located. Is it located in the back left, or is it located in the back right? As you can see, the gap here moved to the back right, back center, front left, front right. Undercards, we have all these different cards, for example the undercards, and then we can adjust the height, the depth of these cards. And if we have multiple cards, we can go for the double gap right here. And for one single cabinet, we can at most have two gaps. Okay, so here I'm going to choose the no gap here, and it becomes a nice cabinet. So for the left panels and the right panels, it's the same informations, just allows you to select twice. The first one is cut lowers to be away from the sink or the stove. Okay, so for example, now we are talking about the left panels right here. If I go to the panel selection mode, this will be more clear. I'm selecting on these panels. Okay. For example, if I go for the first options, I got a standard cuttings. These ones will cut the panels here lowers. So if I have a stove installed and may conflict with this left side panels, I'm going to use the standard card here. If I've got a sink that may conflict with these panels, I need to have a bigger cards right here, like this. Okay, this is the standard cut lowers for the left or the right side panel. Extend left side panels Ko4. Left side panel landing. Okay, this is the kind of the different options we have for the left side panels. If I move these cabinets a little bit forwards, so if I choose this to the, for example, 50, as you can see here, this allows you to extend the back panels, the side panels, the left side panels backward by 50. Okay, so here I'm going to set it back to 0. Left side panels with the Ko4 cards right here. As you can see, this is a top up cards on the left side panels. So here is with Ko4 knocks, and if you choose no here, there won't be this card right here, and that may stop you from installing the Ko4. In the left side panel landing, normally we don't have side panel landing, but if you do, you can select landing here, and now the left side panels will extend to the bottom. And the extensions under the left place are the same logic. If we choose this to 0, besides landing these options, we also have other options. For example, we want to extend this left side panels down by, for example, 80. It's not yet touched to the ground yet. As you can see, we still got a little gap right here between it to the floor, but not too much. Okay, as you can see here. So the same logic. So for the right panels, we have still the exactly same 5 options right here. So we're going to skip on these parts. And for the top panels options, we have a couple of different options. This will be more visible when if I change this to ordinary cabinets. When I have aluminum rails on the top front parts like this. So for the top panels options, I got 2 options. One is this aluminum pull bars, one is this the hook roof. So instead of having aluminum bars and the back wood strips, I'm having a hook roof in this case. Okay, so for the back panels, if you still remember, we have 3 different back panel options. One is this 3mm thin back panels. If I hide the side panels, this will be more easy to see the structures. This is my 3mm thick panels, back panels, and this is my top wood strips, this is my bottom wood strips. And if I go to the parameter parts, if I can go to the second options, the 16mm thick back panels. Then I have a hook panels right here. The third option is no back panels, while I'm only having a top wood strips and the bottom wood strips. And I got this back panel distance from wall. I can set this to 50, for example, to make sure it's to be away from some sockets, for example. And the last parts of this cabinets is the leg options and the hardware options. Usually we are not going to change the cabinet leg here, but in some case we don't want the cabinet legs, we can select no here. Okay, so if you have already have something down there, you can just select the nodes and put the cabinets up there. The last option is the ram mesh, which is also called the breathable mesh. So if you select yes here, we're going to have as you can see, this one's installed on the bottom panels to help improve the gas transformations. And we can also choose this one's the yes but not open holes. So there will only be this appliance, but not doing any cuts on the bottom panels, so that you can maybe cut a holes on a job site by yourself. So here we're going to select no. So this is the basic settings for the structures, for the side panels, bottom panels, the roof, and hardware for the cabinets. What about the door panels and the shelf? Then we click on the door panels, and this allows us to change the settings for the door panels and the shelf. Okay, so the first option here allows us to change the type of shelves, including the adjustable layer with this aluminum edge band PWFL002. We can choose for solid layers, we can choose for glass shelf with aluminum edge bands, fixed shelf with lights, again, adjustable shelf with the aluminum edge bandings with lights, or the glass shelf with lights, the glass shelf with aluminum edge bands and lights, the extra transparent glass shaft, the actual transparent glass shaft with lights. So as you can see here, I got really a lot of options for my the type of shafts, and then I can select the number of shafts. And by default, it's once. I can change it to 2, for example. I can have at most 3 shafts, and by default, my shaft here will will be 90 millimeters short than my side panels. Okay, so you can adjust the numbers here. For example, if you want to make this a little bit more shorter, for example 50, as you can see here, my layers is a little bit shorter. And for the back parts, if I can also select the back reductions on these parts. For example, by default it's 0, but I can also set it to 50, for example, and I got a shorter layers right here. And for sure, I will have a little gap right here. So this is not really common use, but this is available for change. And this also allows you to change the distribution of these layers. Is it equally distributed or not? If you choose uneven, you can go for the more parameter tables here and adjust the heights about each shaft. Okay, for example, the panel height here, the first panel height, I want it to be about the 300, and the second one is 200 above it. Okay, this is how to change the distributions or the locations of each shaft. And the panel lower extension, panel left extensions, this is for the door panels. So if I want to extend the door panels lower by, for example, 50, as you can see here, I got this door panels extended lower by 50 right now. And for the left extension, what is a left extension? Because my door panels here is not a wide open door panels, so I can only install it on this side, which is the left side. Okay, so for example, I got 50 extensions. Now this one is a little bit bigger than my carcass. Okay, this is how I extend the door panels. So this is the basic settings for the door-based cabinets. So let's move on to see what are the other available common use base cabinets, wall cabinets, and high cabinets and decoration parts. So if you come to this, come to the available stuff right here, we can see the most common used cabinets and the decoration parts are kind of in the top of this available stuff. Let's see what are the available stuff here first before we move on to the details. We start from the base cabinets, wall cabinets, middle high cabinets, and high cabinets. So the top 4 parts here are the kind of the available cabinets. So you can expect to see the subgroups. You can expect to find the open cabinets, the one worktop cabinets, the appliance cabinets, and all kinds of stuff belongs to these big groups. So, and after this, we can see, this is the upper countertop cabinets. This is also called the one worktop cabinets. And then we got the decorative parts. So for here, we got this cabinets. And what do you have in the decorative parts? Yes, we have the fillers. Okay, so the first type is the fillers. We have the base cabinet fillers, the wall cabinet fillers, and high cabinet fillers. So this is just literally what it means. So for base cabinets, you're going to drag a base cabinet fillers to attach it to it, and actually, if you have a base cabinet right here, you will automatically just attach to the base cabinets. And then for the wall cabinets fillers, this one is attached to the wall cabinets. As you can see, it's right up above, kind of have a distance to the ground. And for high cabinets fillers is as well. This one is kind of similar to the base cabinet fillers, but it's just a little bit higher. So the point of having this different type of fillers is that when you're changing the door materials, changing the door panel materials as a whole parts, the base cabinet fillers will follow your base cabinet doors, and wall cabinet fillers will follow your wall cabinet door panels materials. So this is to help the software to understand what should these materials belongs to when you're changing the overall panel styles and the overall panel materials. So if it's just for the factories and for our designers, this is all fillers. They have no much difference. Okay, so they're just fillers in different lengths and assembled in and placed in different locations. So they're all fillers. Okay, so this is no matter it's the base cabinet fillers, the corner base cabinet fillers, wall cabinet fillers, and the corner wall cabinet fillers. They're all the same thing. They're just the fillers. Okay, so just to find the ones in the right place and install them. So in the if we take a look at the corner base cabinet fillers, this is what it means. So if we have a corner cabinets, usually we use fillers in two locations. One is near the walls, and one is the corner space. So the first one is when we use while near the walls, and the second one is when we use when we have a corners, when we have the cabinets attached to another cabinets. For example, if we take out two base cabinets, one hinge door base cabinets and another corner base cabinets. For example, this one's cabinets, no panels inside or all panels hidden. What is this? So if we move it this way, adjust the size to, for example, is 1,000. With this 50, for example. So for the little gap here, if I want to install the fillers right here, I'm not going to go for the normal fillers. Okay, so for base cabinet, I got two types of fillers. One is the base cabinet fillers, and another one is the corner base cabinet fillers. So for here, I'm going to use the corner base cabinet fillers and attach to these ones. Okay, so as you can see, you may notice the L shape here to help installing these fillers is not showing in the right place. It should be in the leftwards, but this one doesn't matter. This one is installed on job site, so actually it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is for the fillers and the corner fillers. The same logic for the wall cabinet fillers. I got a normal wall cabinet fillers. This one is when you're near the walls, and this one is when you're having a corner cabinets on the wall cabinets. Same logic for the high cabinets. You got a normal fillers and you got a corner fillers. Okay, so this one, I believe this one is the strengthens glass fillers. Okay, and what are the two common used decoration parts for the kitchen cabinets? Yes, the filler and the fake door. Okay, so the second one, as you can see here, the second ones are the fake doors. As usual, we have the fake door for the base cabinets, fake door for the wall cabinets, and fake door for the high cabinets. Okay, so as we mentioned a lot, we don't want to have this carcass panels be visible on the sides. So we are going to drag the fake doors and attach it to the cabinets. And as you can see here, while my depth is 560, okay, the 560 here literally means the carcass depth. Okay, so for the whole cabinets, the depth is 560 plus the door panels. For example, for the acrylic door panels I have right here, the depth is about 21, so my overall depth is 581, and that's why my fake door depth is 581. Okay, it needs to be exactly covering the door panels right here. All right. So normally we don't have to change the depth here. And the same logic for the wall cabinet fake doors and the high cabinet fake doors. This is just the normal stuff. You take it out and attach it to the cabinets. So for the other decorative parts, it's not used a lot, but we are going to take a look at these decorative panels and the top fillers. These two are kind of used in sometimes the top panels and the top fillers and the decorative panels and the shelf. We are going to take a look at this after we finish looking at the base cabinets, wall cabinets, and the common use high cabinets as well. So what are the other parts right here? So we got the range hood covers. This one is the range hood covers for the range hood. This is not used a lot. This is kind of rare right now. And for the door, we have the like separately produced door panels. This one is kind of used often for the fridge panels and for the dishwasher panels. While you don't want to have any hinge, you just want to have panels and door panels, separate panels to attach to your dishwashers or your fridge, something like this. You're going to find your panels right here. This is just literally what it means, just the door itself. No cabinets, no carcass. Single carcass panel, cabinet panels, the back panels, and the waterproof, moisture-proof panels. This one is the bottom panels we have for the sink cabinets. Hardware parts. If you take a look at this, we got a bar top leg, all kinds of bar top legs. You can find it right here, or more often we just take a look at our sales menus and find out these codes and just search for them. Okay, for example, the PWMB 00012, and if you search for this, this is much easier than just finding it right here. And the white glass rack, this is the kind of more used often in the showroom samples, while we are having some wine glass bottles. And this one is installed on the bottoms of the wall cabinets. And the Ko4 bar handles. If you just want to order the Ko4 bar handles separately, we can adjust its length. The depth and height is can adjust. This is the default settings. And the aluminum beam. What is the aluminum beam? This one is the aluminum beam. This one. Okay, this is the, sometimes we call it the aluminum strips, the aluminum stuff like this. And you understand it. This one is the one you have on the top front parts of a base cabinets. Okay, so as well for the Ko4s, we have the silver color ones, we have the gray color ones, and we have the black color ones. Okay, so we got this three types of different colors of Ko4. Alright, so this is the common hardwares, and for the other parts we have these some kind of the non-standards, I don't know, the outsourcing parts, including this is most often in some metal shelf, metal glass shelves, and with lights, and sometimes some stuff like this. Okay, so more often is we are going to find the bottom leg right here and not the other parts. And for this one is a special wall cabinets with a combinations of the aluminum panels and the wood panels. The functional accessories, including the stuff like this. This one is the most used in the showroom sample cases. And for the kitchen accessories, this one we can place order right now. And the last parts right here are the special cabinets for the showroom samples. As we all know, we have a lot of unregular cabinets in our showroom samples, and to help you build the showroom samples really quick, you can just find a code for the showroom samples. For example, for the 2020, we got this many showroom samples, and if you want to do something similar to that, you can just go to the, for example, this one showrooms, this showroom samples, and take out the pre-built cabinets and adjust its size. Usually for this kind of cabinets, that's the inner structure is not available for change or available for only a few change, but the size is also always available for change. Okay. So back to our main parts. We start from our base cabinets. Okay. So for the base cabinets, what can you think about the common types of base cabinets? The hinge cabinets, the drawer cabinets. These are the two most common used. And for the hinge door cabinets, we have the special ones for the pull-out base cabinets, the appliance base cabinets, the corner base cabinets, and the two special functional parts, the sink base cabinets and the stove base cabinets. These two ones have a little bit special structures, and the last one, the open cabinets. As you can see here, following the order here, the most common used are in the first list right here. Okay, in the first column right here, we start from the hinge doors, and then we have the drawer cabinets, corner cabinets, sink, stove, pull-outs, appliance, and the open cabinets. The other parts is kind of rare, but it's still available, for example, the arc cabinets and some special base cabinets. So let's take a look at them one by one. So we start from the hinge door base cabinets. We have the its category is following by the type of doors. So we have the single door, two equal link hinge door. If you take out the models right here and compare them. Okay, so this one, they're all the same. They're all the same structures, but the only difference is that the door panels are divided into two parts. And if we click on the door panels right here, this one allows you to adjust the distributions or of these two parts door panels. You can adjust this one, for example, if you want the bottom parts to be, for example, 550, no, 500, for example, and then you have this this one looks like drawers on the top parts and the doors on the bottom parts, but it's actually just one door. Okay, it's a one link doors, but you can adjust the heights. And the other parts are the exactly same stuff with a normal hinge door base cabinets. And this is for the two single door base cabinets. And as we can see, following the models, both of them have a subgroup right here. Okay, what does this mean? This means that the same models with an inner drawer. Okay, so if I take out these models, if I press open the door, what's the difference is right here. It's unlike the normal cabinets I'm going for the shelf. Now I got three inner drawers right here. Okay, so if I click on the door panels, I can actually adjust the type of type of the drawer slides for this inner drawers. Actually, for the inner drawers here, I think it has to be a special drawer slides. Okay, for example, this one. Usually for the inner drawers, sometimes we go for the rebounder drawers, and this one allows us to change. If we click on the door panels, it allows us to change the numbers of the built-in drawers. We can do 3, we can do 2, we can do 1s. If we open the door panels, and we can see this is how they distributed. And the last options here is the options when we are having a drawers. Instead of skid resistance mats to place inside the drawers. For example, if we choose the standard non-slip, actually it's not display anything, it's just an extra hardware where you just can place inside the drawers. Unfortunately, it's, for now, this one, the locations of this in the built-in drawers cannot be changed. So if you want to change the locations for the inner drawers, maybe in the following patch we are going to fix this. But for now, you have to contact us to adjust the models. Okay, so for my small drawers and the link door based cabinets here, this one is not still a built-in drawers. This one is the different distributions for my link door right here. The first one is equal link, and the second one is small drawers and links. This one, as you can see, it doesn't really matter since I can also use the first ones to do what I want right here. Okay, again, but for these ones, if I'm having stuff like this, I may need to adjust the locations for my shelf or may not. It depends. Same logics, if I change this to the double door cabinets, still I'm having two of these cabinets. The first one is the double hinge door, and the second one, as you can expect, this one is the double hinge door with built-in drawer. Alright, we open the doors and then we pull the drawers out. Okay, and same logics for the second one right here. The first one is the two equal link door, double door, and the second one is the top part is more like a small drawers. This one is what we call the small drawer link door. Okay, when we open the door, it does not matter if the inner structure is all the same. And this is the common use, the door-based cabinets. And for the other parts, this is kind of used really rare. For example, the Bevel Angles. This one is really not so common right now. And the lift-up cabinets, normally on the base cabinets we don't do the lift-up doors, but if you want, you can go for this. And this one is a 18mm depth-based cabinets. This is more used as a door only. And the open door-based cabinets. This one is the assembly of the stainless steels. What does it mean? The materials here are in the carcass material here are in the stainless steel. And the last option is when we can find for some showroom samples, especially some islands of some showroom samples, while we're having the aluminum frame doors with the special hinge. This one, the YML here, stands for the different types of aluminum frame doors. So we have the YML 030, YML 038, YML 038, YML 039A, YML 039B, and the YML 038A right here. The models look similar right here, but if we really take out the models, you can actually see the difference. For example, the YML 039A and the YML 039B. As you can see here, for these panels, for this door, we have these little strips right here, and for this ones, we are only having the glass right here. Okay, no strips. Same logics for these parts. YML 030 looks like this, and the YML 038. The frame is in another color. Okay, so you can follow the sales menus. We always have the notes about to explain the code right here, following the codes in our sales menus. And you can also just take out the samples and take a look at check their colors. always remember the color here is not literally the real colors. You have to combine this with the real samples to make sure your audience what you want. Okay, so this is the hinge door. And for the drawer cabinets, the drawer cabinets is a kind of the big groups. It's not only containing the drawers, but also containing the drawer plus door. Okay, so to memorize this, everything with a drawers, you can find it in the drawer cabinets list. Okay, so this includes the drawer and the drawer plus door. We start from the drawer. We start from the drawers, and normally we have the two equal drawers. As you can expect, if we click on the door panels right here, you can choose for the type of drawers. You can choose for the type of the rail, which is the drawer slides. You can adjust the drawer box heights. For example, by default, this one is 220s, but you can set it to, for example, make this higher as 250 if you want. And as you can see, this one is at most 220. Okay, so let's try 180. And as you can see, the drawer height here is a little bit lower. I'm going to set this back to 220. Okay, and same logic, you can choose for the non-slip mats. You can choose for the panel extensions, but normally so I'm not going to use this. So this one is for my top drawers. So as you can see here, I can actually use different types of drawers, different types of drawer slides for my top and the bottom drawers. Okay, so for example, I can have a rebounder drawers on the bottom, and I can have a normal concealed drawer slides on the top parts. Okay, so this is how you do your combinations. Alright, and then we move on to the 3 drawers. Alright, same logic. If we select on the whole cabinets, we can adjust the cabinet style, back panels, the 2 side panels, and even the bottom panels, the vent mesh, the breathable holes, and the other stuff, the leg, the hardware, and even the top panels. And if you are only selecting the drawer panels, we can adjust the drawer slide type of drawer slides and the box size for each of these drawers. Okay, and for now, this one is the this distribution is the only one available right now. The small, and the big drawers. Okay, and we got this 4 equal drawers. And the 1 drawer based cabinets. This one is kind of used kind of often to be a combinations. This combination is kind of often to combine with the open cabinets, especially for the open base cabinets. We usually have a open base cabinets placed above it, and for example, we go for 360 right here. And this one, the off-ground height should be the 360 plus 110 for 70s, and we got number of shelves 0, and the width we want it to be 600. If we place it right above the base cabinets, this combination is, we can see this combination a lot in our, especially the showroom samples. Okay, so in this case, in order to have the to have a better load bearings, so for the bottom panels right here, we usually go for the bottom drawer box right here. For the bottom drawer cabinets right here, we usually, for the top panels, we're going for the whole roof to have a better load capacities. Okay, now in this case, this is the kind of a standard combination and the standard structures. Alright, back to our drawer-based cabinets. This is almost all the standard drawers we use. And we still have a few options right here. Below it, this one is, what does this mean? This one is still the 2 equal drawers, but the difference is that we have 2 built-in drawers right here. Okay, so as you can see, this one, the top one is the built-in drawers, and the bottom one is the drawers linked with the drawer door panels right here. And same for the bottom ones. And the next models right here is the case where I'm having only one built-in drawers, which is in the top parts. And for the bottom parts, I'm having the big drawers right here. And for the top parts, I have the one small drawers and one built-in drawers. Okay, this is the kind of the common drawer cabinet cases. And then we move on to the drawer plus door. This one is kind of really simple as well. We have the single drawers and door. We also call this one drawer, one door. This one is one drawer, two door. And it's not hard to imagine. We can also have the 2 drawers and 2 doors right here. The only difference is that we have inner middle panels here to help installing the 2 drawers right here. Alright, as you can see, if I hide the panels right here, go to the panel selection modes. No, I don't need to go to the panel selection modes. The inner structure is like this. I have extra fixed shelves right here, and I have extra middle panels right here to help installing the 2 drawers. But basically, but its structure is still pretty easy to understand. And following all of this, we are having the options of fake drawers. So instead of going for real drawers on the top, I can go for the fake drawers with fixed panels on the top parts. Same logics for this ones. The up drawers can be a fake drawer as well, and this ones can be a fake drawers as well. So if it's a fake drawers, then this one, the panels, the drawer panels here will become a fixed panels. It cannot be opened. So this is the difference. It's difference with the linked doors. Okay. This is everything for the drawer cabinets. And for the corner cabinets, I would like to clear this and to find some. Delete this first. I can press Ctrl and drag a rectangular like this to select all of this and delete them as a whole. So for my corner cabinets here, usually we are using the single door corner cabinets, but sometimes we will also consider the double door corner cabinets. But in this case, if you are going to have a double door here, the corner cabinets here will usually be too long, and it's actually not that useful. And the same logics for the for some special case, while I'm having a fake drawers on the top parts to matching with the other cabinets. For example, I'm having the one drawer plus one door cabinets in every other place. And for my corner cabinets, even though I cannot have a real drawers, I cannot install a real drawers right here, but I can still make the door panels, make a fake drawers right there, and make it looks like a real drawers. Okay, so for the left open door, we have this left fake drawers, and for the right corner open doors, we have the right fake drawers. Okay, and same logics for this one. I can have the double doors and one left big drawers on the top of this part, as you can see. And then I can also have the right open door corner cabinets right here. Okay, so back to our standard cases. It is more easy to understand as well. We got the left opens, we got the right opens, we got the left opens with only half of the shelves right here. We got the right open with half of the shelves right here as well. So what do I mean by the half shelf? Let's take out two examples and have a look. Alright, so from the top parts, as you can see, for this ones, I'm only having a half shelves right here. I'm not having a whole shelves right here. This is a case where I'm having some, for example, for special needs, I don't want to have a whole panels right here. I would like to have the space to store some big items, for example, the big gas bottles or the bag of rice, stuff like this. I need really a big space in my kitchens. Sometimes I go for the half shelf right here, and then below each of these cabinets, below four big cabinets right here, we have the sub cabinets. As you can see, we have the single doors left corner space cabinets. What is this means? This one is just a link door. While I'm having a whole door right here, this one is the link door. Okay, so this one is a link open doors. So what's the difference of this with my fake drawer cabinets? So for my fake drawer cabinets here, the top part is not going to open. Okay, so for my fake drawer cabinets, if I'm having a fake drawer cabinets, here's the top part is a fixed panels. Okay, so for my link door here, this ones can actually be opened. Okay, so these are the kind of the two different designs. So and also it's where I'm having a fake drawers right here. Usually I'm going to have two handles. This is different. This one is just a link door, and just have the gap right here to divide two panels. So back to my single drawer cabinets, single door cabinets, and the last one. What is this one? This one is the two equally distributed. So unlike this ones, while I'm having a kind of like a small drawers on the top parts, this ones I'm having the two panels equally distributed, but I cannot adjust the distributions. Alright, so same logics for here is same logics for the wide open ones. I'm having the link small drawers link doors right here, and the two equally distributed link doors right here. And for the last two cabinets here, I do not have any subgroup. So this one is for my corner cabinets. So my last option here is the Pentagon cabinets, Pentagon corner cabinets. If you want to design this, a key point is to make sure that the two wall here is kind of perpendicular to each others, and it shouldn't be an acute angles, and shouldn't be unflats. So if this is what you are looking for, you can adjust the width and the depth right here, and adjust the base cabinet style, the left opens and the right opens. But the key point is to make sure the left size here is matched with your left and right cabinet depth. For example, I'm having a single cabinets on my left parts, and the single cabinets on this parts. Note that I'm always going to install the filters right here. For example, I have 50 here, I have 50 here, and then I have 2 corner filters. I'm going for the corner-based cabinet filters, this one and this one. Alright, so for now, if the depth is 560, then for the left side here, this one should be 560. If the cabinet's depth here is 600, then I'm going for the 600 right here, 600 right here. Okay, then I have to, for example, I adjust this 2 depth to the 600. Notice that the depth here is the carcass depth, it's not the overall cabinet depth. So for example, my carcass depth is, while my carcass depth is 600 and plus about the 21mm thick door panels, my overall panel depth will be about the 621. Okay, this is how you do the Pentagon's corner base cabinets. Okay, so back to my base cabinets, and I'm moving to the 2 functional cabinets models right here. Okay, so we have the sink cabinets and the stove cabinets. So for sink cabinets, the most common used models are just the first one, the very first one is the double door sink cabinets. Okay, so for the sink cabinets, the structure is quite simple. No back panel, no shelf, and we have a waterproof bottom panels. Okay, so following this, we have the double link doors. This is equally distributed, and we have the kind of the small drawer link doors. And the second part is really easy to understand. We have the double door, and we also have the single doors. And the same logics. If you have the single door, we have the small drawer link doors and the double equally distributed link doors. And this one is also a common one with the fake drawers on the top parts. As we all know that if you have the fake drawers on the top parts, the first one is that we are going to have 2 handles, and then we are going to have only these bottom parts available to open. Why are we going to have these designs? Because sometimes, for example, after I install the sink right here, the sink itself will take a big space right here. So it's actually a pretty good idea to open only the bottom parts, since the top parts is kind of the space is already fully used. So it's no point of seeing the sink. So this one is actually a great way to kind of hiding the sink. Okay, so if I have the fake drawers for the single door cabinets, I'm going to have the fake door for the double door cabinets, which is this one. The single fake door for the double. And there's another cool idea is that I'm having the double fake door right here, which is pretty interesting. Alright, this is everything about the sink cabinets. And then if I want to delete this, as I mentioned, select all of them, press delete. Press Ctrl to select all of them. And then I have other type of sink cabinets, but usually we just go for the hinge door for the sink cabinets. But just to get you the ideas, we also have the lift up door available, the blind corner sink big base cabinets available. Usually we don't recommend to install the sink in the corner parts, but if the space is really limited, if you only really got a really small kitchens and you need to install the sink on the near the corners, you can go for this type of the sink cabinets, the blind corners sink base cabinets. This one is kind of the similar structures with the corner cabinets. The same logic is that it does not have any shelf or back panels and waterproof bottom panels. Okay, and the same logic is we have this subgroup, the 2 link door options, left doors, right doors, double door rights. Alright, so for the other parts, the flat packagings, this one is the stainless steel sink cabinets. This one is the assembled stainless steel. This one is a flat packaging and need to be assembled on the job sites. Okay, so for the next parts, we move on to the stove cabinets. And one of the surprises here is that it is really common that we have the two eco stove pull-out base cabinets. Alright, it's a really popular options right now is that we are going to have the two pull-outs right here. The first pull-out, the top pull-out is where we place the dishes, and the second pull-out is where we place the cookwares, the pots and stuff like this. So after you finish cooking dishes, it's really easy and you really to find out the dishes and the to store the cookwares. So besides this, we also have the standard options, the double hinge door stove cabinets and the fixed door stove cabinets. But commonly we recommend you use these ones. And notice that we don't have the pull-outs to match with every single size. We do have the pull-out to match with the 6 hinges, the 7 hinges, the 8 hinges, and the 9 hinges. So it's 6 hinges to 9 hinges, okay? And every round numbers that's 1 to 100. For example, 7 hinges. How to see the pull-outs? How do we see and install the pull-outs? If we click on the door panels right here, as you can see here, the drawer types can be the pull-out baskets, and it can also be a drawers if you want. Okay. So if you are having questions about how to do a combination of the drawers and the pull-outs, this is where you can do it. You can select this to be drawers, and then you can select the drawer types. And then if you can see if you have selected drawers right here, it will automatically generate you a drawer box. If you go for the pull-out baskets, the pull-out basket is not displayed here, but if you choose the type of the pull-out baskets right here, as you can see here, we got this type of the pull-out baskets matching with this size of this actually the width of the cabinets. For example, the width now is 7 inches, then the pull-outs here will be the LW070. Okay, the 070 stands for a pull-out that's matching with a 7 inch size. If I'm go for the, for example, 9 inches, the available pull-outs will be 090. Okay, and as you can see, the code here is not exactly the same. So some pull-outs is available for all sizes, from 6 inches to 9 inches, and some of them is only available for the 6 inches. Some of them is only available for the 9 inches. And the same logics for the second ones, I need to select the pull-out as well. So for the dishes pull-out, usually starts with LWs, and for the cookware pull-out, it usually starts with the LT. Okay, so that's the pull-out is not going to display here. And how to show the customers what it looks like. One way is to use our appliances menus and the counter and the functional parts menus to show them, and combine this with some showroom samples and the pictures. And in other words, if you really want to do it in the 3D homes, you can select the whole cabinets, right click, go for the add functional parts, go for the add accessories, and you can see some storage systems, which is the plots for renderings only. Okay, so this, for example, the LT090D1 here, this one is a really common cookware pullouts. You click it, you drag it, and you place it in the cabinets. And this one is what the pullout looks like. It just kind of looks like a drawers. And for the top parts, we are looking for the LWs. One starts with LWs, and let's see. LW090D1. As you can see here, it's not working really well, but if you lose your hands like right here, okay, then it's well installed right here. The pullout itself is actually not going to come out together with your panels, it's not as smart yet. So this one is just for renderings and kind of showing that how this one really looks like in the 3D homes. As you can see, you got some place for the dishes, you got some place for the bottles and the pots, and on the bottom parts you got the place for the cookwares. Okay, so this is for the standard stove pullouts. And the last two common base cabinet is the pull-out base cabinets and the appliances cabinets, and together with the open cabinets. Okay, let's see them one by one. The pull-out cabinets, as we just mentioned, we have what kind of pull-outs we usually have. We have the side pull-outs, we have the stove pull-outs, and we have the corner pull-outs. Okay, so the stove pull-outs belongs to the stove cabinets, and we can still have the two equal pull-out baskets right here. Base cabinets, as we just mentioned, we can click on the door panels and select the type of it. We can change this to drawers if you want. We can change it to no drawers if you want, which means the fake drawers. We can change for the pull-out baskets and select for the type of pull-out baskets based on the width of this. For example, like this two. Okay, the LW09060D ones and the LT060D ones. So this one is a cookware baskets, and this one is a dishes baskets, and this one is a cookware baskets. And for the side pullouts, we're going for our second options right here, the functional pullouts. This pullout is kind of opening straights. This is why we sometimes also call it the side pullouts. And the third options right here is a pullouts while you open a door. For example, we go for the 600 width, and we have the pullouts available. This kind of pullouts is a little bit different. It opens, the pullouts comes out while you open the door. Okay, so this is actually two types of different pullouts. This one is sometimes called the side pullings. And as you can see, if I click on the door panels, I can select for the different types of pullouts. This one is the most common pullouts in a kitchen. And the same logic, we have the two equally distributed link doors and the small drawer link door. Same logic for this one, the equally small drawer link doors and the two equally distributed link doors. And the four size pull-out baskets. I think for now there's no any four size pull-out baskets available. So maybe later, if this one is available, so you can go for these cabinets. And after this, we've got the two types of corner pull-outs. One is the Lazy Susan. We have the left open Lazy Susans and the right open Lazy Susans. And we have the 180 degrees, the rotating baskets pull-outs. Okay, so we begin with a Lazy Susan. So unlike with normal cabinets, with normal pull-outs, we click on the door panels and select the type of pull-outs. For the Lazy Susan pull-outs here, we click on the caucus and we go for the type of pull-outs. And based on the width here, I think the least width required is 900, and we can also go for the thousands. And as you can see here, it's still the 900 available. I think the 1000 is expired, is out of the library. And for the 100 degrees rotate baskets, okay, as you can see, to help install these baskets, we actually have a little bit weird structures right here, panels right here to help installing the baskets. Okay, still the same logics. We click on the caucus and select the type of baskets. And for some reasons that there's no any pull basket models available, and I'm going to check this, and maybe when there's an available baskets right here, so you can select it right here. Same logics, we have the one hole doors, we have the two equally distributed link doors and a small drawer link doors. Okay, this is everything about the pull-out box kits models. Going to put my cameras a little bit forward and delete these parts. And move on to my two last parts about the base cabinets. The first one is the appliances cabinets. So in this part, we are going to see the common appliances models and how to install the appliances. Alright, so for the appliances cabinets, to install the appliance is quite simple. You can click on the inner parts of the side panels right here, and then if we move once, we move to the style parts. This part is the appliance by owner. Okay, so we got now we have opened the libraries for my available appliances, including the sterilizers, the ovens, microwave, the steam furnace, the warming drawers, and the wine cabinets. We don't have any warming drawers available for these ones. And usually for the base cabinets, the most used furnitures, the most used appliances is ovens and the dishwasher. For here, I'm going for the ovens. For example, this ovens, double click it, and it will automatically install this oven for me. Okay, so if you don't want these ovens, what do you do? Unfortunately, you have to delete this whole cabinet and take out a new ones. If you want to install your own built-in drawers that you have purchased probably in some local markets, what do? You need to follow the user's menus of the appliances and set up the information about this appliance to help the software to generate this feelers heights automatically for you. For example, the appliances headrooms is the net height of the appliances. For example, we go for the 560, and as you can see, the feelers is a little bit shorter. And the electric barcodes is how much does the panels covering the top panels, how much height does the appliances panels, for example, the oven panels covering the feelers right here. I'm going to take out I'm going to install the oven in a minute to show this. And the appliances barcode, this one is the lower barcode. Usually we go for 0 to 8. Usually this one is 8. We go for 8 here, for example, and cover panel heights. And what is the cover panel height right here? Which is just the feeler height right here. Okay, normally we don't have to set this up, but in some case we're going to set this up. You can adjust it. Okay, for example, if we go for a standard alpine stove, for example, this ones, it will automatically adjust the settings right here, the numbers right here for use, including the headrooms. The appliances headroom is 585, meaning this is occupying the 585 from this part to this part. Okay, and the electric barcodes is 5 millimeters. Means these panels will cover this ones. Will cover the feeler here by 5 millimeters. And for the appliances barcode here is 0. Means this one is flat. The bottom of the appliances here is flat with the bottom panels. And the cover left extension 0 meaning there are no any actuals covering on this side. Okay, so this is the standard ways of installing the cabinets, of how to set up the parameters for the appliances purchased in local markets. And we also have the couple of different appliances cabinets available, including the appliances plus drawers and the built-in dishwashers based cabinets. I think we don't have any built-in dishwashers available right now But if you want to purchase one jobs by the customers, you can set up the numbers here to install it. The logic is exactly the same with the appliances. Alright, so this is everything about the appliances-based cabinets. And if we want to move to and then we can move to the last parts, the open cabinets, open-based cabinets right here. Alright guys, this class is getting a little bit boring right now, so I'm trying to make this funny, so I'm trying to make this easy as well. We are going to go with the open-based cabinets, and it's pretty simple. I got, as usual, the top ones. The only top ones is the most used ones, and almost the only used ones in your 90% kitchen designs or more. Alright, so we start from the first ones, and we start from the and then we move on to the other parts, and we're going to go over the other parts, but before that we are going to make sure that we're really getting good on the first ones. So building up the open cabinets is actually quite easy. It's only about the outframe is preset, so it's only about changing the materials and changing the shelf. Okay, so what about a shelf? Where can you find the change of shelf? You go to the more parameter parts, and the first part is the shelf. So what is the no partitioning means? No partitions and no partitioning means. Okay, so we start from the first ones. The second one is the number of shelves. It can be ones, it can be 1 to 2. Alright, so as you can see, the intervals becomes a 0 to 2. You can have 0 shelves, you can have 1 shelf, and you can have 2 shelves. And you can adjust the split, the distribution of these shelves. It can be average, it can be customized. For example, you can go 200 for these parts, and you can go 300 for the gap between these two shelves. For now, I'm going back to the average. And what does the no partitioning means here? The second option means that I'm actually having my first panels is in the middle vertical panels. Okay, so I can have 1 shelf, I can have 2 shelves, and for each of this space here, I can have 1 to 2 split shelves. For example, this is my space 1, this is my space 2, and this is my space 3. So I can have 2 shelves for my vertical floors ones. This one is just the space 1. If I want to have 1 shelf for my space 2, I'm going for the one right here. And if I would like to have 2 shelves for my space 3, I can go for this. So if I want to go for something that the primary panels is in the horizontal shelves, what do? I have this. I'm going for the first one, this one, which is the no partitioning. For example, I go for 2 shelves, and I will have like 2 vertical panels, 2 middle vertical panels for my space 1, and 1 for my this is my space 1 from bottom to top. So this is my space 2. I would like to have 1, and I would like to have 2 shelves for my space, 2 vertical panels for my space 3. Alright, this is how you build some really complex open-based cabinets. And if you know how to do this, you have mastered almost everything for the base cabinets, and for the same logics, you have already mastered the designs for wall cabinets and the designs for the high cabinets. Alright, so what are the other options right here? This one is the open cabinets with no top panels. Alright, so I don't know what's the point of having only one wood strips right here, but it happens. So this one is the availables, and this one is not used at all. What is this case? This one is when you have this little keyboards below it. Okay, normally we are going to have the keyboards as usual as the other cabinets. We are going to install the keyboards after we finish the designs for all of these cabinets. Okay, so I'm going to delete these two parts, leave my two nice open base cabinets right here. I hope this gets you a little bit motivated. Alright, so what are the other parts? This is the bevels, this is the left bevels, this is, I got the right bevels as well. I got this half opened, and I got this one is kind of used a lot for the washing machines, especially for the balcony cabinets. We're going to put the dishwashers or the washing machines right here. I have two side landing panels, and the last options right here is another really funny open cabinets you can try to play with. This one actually allows you to put in the shelves like building a Lego. If you right click this, select the cabinets, right click, and go to add functional parts. This allows you to adding the shelves and the middle vertical shelves one by one. So you can really do some strange designs right here. You're going to pull these panels out like you drag the cabinets out of the product libraries. For example, I'm building this one first, and this one first, and this one first, and the vertical panels. Okay, so this is just like building Legos. It's really easy. It's really straight. Okay, so again, I'm going to do this again. I'm pulling out these cabinets. I'm selecting it. Choose the add functional parts, panel dockings, and I find a shelf. I find a middle vertical shelves. I cannot select the choose here. If I select the choose here, nothing happens. I need to go to the add functional parts again. Click on this and drag it to the cabinets. Alright, this is what I do. And then I can adjust the location of this. Alright, this is how you work with this really funny stuff. And for the open cabinets, the first one is the open cabinets in door panel materials. And we also have the open cabinets for the carcass materials. This one is the same logic, same structures, just in different materials. And the last two options, one is the luminance keyboards arc corner cabinets, arc open cabinets. This one is not used a lot. And fixed platform, this one is not used a lot as well. But as you can see, we do have these arc open cabinets available. Sometimes you can use this to design the islands to build some to get some non-straight lines. Okay, so back to changing the materials. So if you select one cabinet, if you go to the style parts, you can choose for the cabinet materials right here. For example, you're going for the melamine materials, this wood grain materials, double click, and all of these parts will be changed to the materials right here. So same logic for this one. If you would like to go for another melamine materials, for example the pure color ones, the whole cabinets will be in these materials. Also, the funny part is that for the panel docking open cabinets here, you can change the shelves here, especially to another materials. Okay, like this. And for example, you can have multiple materials right here. But remember, you're designing something to and asking the factory to produce it. So don't make it over complex. Okay, but you can change the materials here one by one. Alright, this is everything for the base cabinets. And for the wall cabinets and the high cabinets, trust me, it's easier than you think. I hope I can finish this really quick, and while you're getting you familiar with all of this. So to to kind of conclude this really quick, there's actually only 4 types of wall cabinets that's mostly commonly used. The first one is the hinge door, the second one is corner cabinets, the third one is range hood wall cabinets, which is right here, and the fourth one is the open cabinets. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the 4 categories here one by one. So we start with the hinge door. The single door and the double doors, that's nothing to really work on a lot. The only difference is that I got a different available cabinets right here. This is what we call the door material cutters. As you can see here, if I'm going for the door materials cutters, here's for the door materials, I can go for all kinds of door materials. For example, the melamines. For example, the wood grain melamines like this ones. This one is available for the wall cabinets right now. Similar just for the double door. For the double door, we do not have any door materials cutters available. And the lift-up cabinets. Lift-up door is a big part for the wall cabinets. We have the double lift-up. We have a single lift-up. It's a subgroup to the double lift-up. If I press opens, as you can see here, the lift-up door is lift up one by one. If I click on the panels here, I can choose for the lift-up models. Usually I'm going for the PWWF 0015. I think this one is used a lot, and the 0010. And the number of supports, usually you don't have to change this. The number of supports will change automatically following the width of these lift-up doors. And the number of shelves, you don't have to change this. The panel left extensions, usually you're not going to change this. And the same logic is for the bottom lift-up here. If I'm going for the same lift-up here, and if I select the whole cabinet here, it allows me to change that. Is there any middle vertical panels? Okay, so what does this mean? If I open a door, so that means that do I have any of these panels right here? So as you can see, if I choose no for the middle side panels, boom, I got a nice blank space in the insides. Okay, so I can choose yes and no's to adjust the inner structures of this. This actually works for my normal wall cabinets as well. And for the same logics, I can choose for the divisions of the door panels. Is it average divisions or uneven? I can adjust, for example, 300s for the bottom ones, and then I will have 420s for the top ones. And then I can choose for the middle vertical panels. Where's my middle vertical panels? Okay, right here. I can choose for no. Then now I do not have any middle vertical panels. Alright, for the same logics, I can do this to the single lift up doors. I'm not going to copy what I did again right here, but you can try it by yourself. So another option right here is the bifold lift up. So I think this one is actually not open this way. This one is open together. These two panels are open together while I'm opening these panels. It's a long opening ways. So what this means here is that this is the double lift up doors with the bottom panels with lights. Okay, so for the lights, I'm going to show this. This actually reminds me for the lights. For the sliding doors, and the bevel angles and the aluminum frame glass doors, it's right here, and I'm not going to introduce this a lot. It's actually used kind of weird, but now I want to go for the lights. So for the wall cabinets, a big part for the wall cabinets and the high cabinet, a big part is for the side panels. Is there any, and even for the top panels, is there any lights installed, integrated lights integrated in these panels, or and what type of the and what type is the what is the code for the lights? So we see options right here. It is called the side panel lights. We got the LED side panel lights. What is it? We only have one option, which is the hot light strips, and this allows us to adjust the locations for the hot light strips. The locations now is 100 to the front, which is about 100 millimeters to the front, which is about in this place, okay, in this line. And if I want to change it, for example, let's see, can I input the numbers? 150, for example. No, I cannot input a numbers. The only two available location is either is 100 to the front, or either is 120 to the back sides. All right. And for the top panel lights, if we go to the top panel parts, that's a Chinese allows us to choose for the top panel lights. And the bottom panel lights as well. This means it's only available for the standard depth 330. It's only available for the standard depth 330s and 350s and 560. Alright, this is for the lights, for the side panel lights. Alright, so what is my next options? The corner cabinets. This is almost exactly the same with my corner base cabinets. Okay, this one is for out of the room, so I'm going to delete it and put a new one out. So for the corner cabinets, I've actually made some parts on when I'm introducing the corner base cabinets. So for the corner base cabinets, what's available for change is it's first the overall width for sure, and then I can go for the set the door width right here is for example the 450. If I want to go for 500, I can do it. If I want to go for 400, I can do it as well. As you can see, the panels, the door width is changing, and this one is what we call this panels is what we call the fixed door here. It's usually 100 by default, but we can also change it a little bit. For example, I will make it 200. Then I have a wider fixed panels. Usually we are just going to change the door panels, but not change the fixed door. But when it's needed, we can change this. And the other parts is kind of the same with the cabinets. We can choose for the back panel, bottom panels, the side panels, and the side panel lights. Alright, so we got the single door, single link door, the double door, double link door, single right open door, single right open doors in the single right link doors, and then the double door, double link right doors. Okay, the name is kind of complex. And then we also have this diamond shape or the pentagon shapes available. Kind of the same logics. We can adjust the overall size, we can adjust the left size and the right size. Alright, this is for the corner cabinets. And for the range hood cabinets, this is our third options. Okay, so what's available here is that we have this many range hood cabinets available. Usually we are going for these ones. Okay, so we got a whole. This is kind of like two cabinets with the uh, left panels, left door extended rightwards, and the right door extended leftwards. The form a little gap here is for the range hoods, and we can also do the built-in range hood this way. For example, the one door built-in range hood. As you can see, we have the inner gap like this. Double door with the gap. Okay, as you can see here, we get a little space here for the range hoods, the body of the range hoods, and we got the panels to hide the inner structures and to available for the tube. And then we also got this one options, this one available. Actually, we have added these models recently. These are some available new models. You can go take a look at them. This one is like a combination of this ones and this ones. So we are both having a body parts. We are both having the side storage place and the middle place for the tube and the body of the range hood. Alright, this is the common range hoods. As usual, the first one is the most common used ones, and the other parts are just the kind of the available ones. The last part is the open cabinets. Still, we have the three options: the open cabinets in door materials, the open cabinets in the carcass materials, and the arc open cabinets. Okay, so we always start with the first ones. The first one, the same logics. We can adjust the number of shelves. For example, the number of shelves available for here is, I think it's among 3 to 6. We can adjust the number of shelves and how do we split it. Is it split evenly or is it customized? And then for the open cabinets, we got this one options available. What is it? The metal round rod models. If we choose this, then we have this black metal rods installed on a little bit top parts of each shelves. This can prevent stuff from falling down, and it's a kind of a really useful design to help storage some bottles. And if we want to build something like this for the wall cabinets, what do? We still would go for the last options, the panel docking open cabinets. We go for the egg functional parts. We put in the shelves, the vertical panels one by one, easy and straight. Okay, you get the idea. So this is everything for the wall cabinets. I think this, by just watching the videos, you are kind of really familiar with the library right now. So when you're really working on it, you can find each of these cabinets really quick. So I will hold 3 seconds. So I will stop for a little while right now, and 我歇会儿，然后我接着讲。And then we can move to, before we move to our last part, the high cabinets. Alright, so when it comes to the final parts, the high cabinets parts, it's even easier. So after knowing the basic structures, the basic parameter settings for the base and wall cabinets, it's really easy to understand the categories for the high cabinets. This includes the main 3 or 4 parts: the hinge door, drawers, electrical appliance, the pull-outs, the corners, and the open cabinets. This is actually quite similar with the base cabinets, except we don't have the sink and stove, these two special functional cabinets. So for the hinge door, it's pretty easy to understand: single door, double doors, one door, single one doors or the single two doors. actually we call both of these the single door, but it's actually quite different. Since for the first one is the one whole panels, and for this one, the panels are open separately. You can open the top panels without opening the bottom ones. Okay, and you can close the top ones. You can open the top ones as its own, and you can change the. And for this one is a whole structures. Where you are having 3 shelves. For example, to go for more parameters and go for the shelf parts. No, you have to click on the door panels and go for the shelf parts. You can set a number of shelves. Usually for the high cabinets like this, you usually go for example 5 shelves. Okay, kind of like this. And for this cabinets, it's actually separated into 2 parts, the bottom parts and the top parts. And you can choose the number of shelves for the top parts, for example 4, and you can choose the number of shelves for the bottom parts, which is this parts, the lower parts. For example, so I go for 2, and now the inner structure looks like this. That we got. It seems that I got too many shelves right here. This is only for examples. And then I can also set the door panel one height. This also stands for the lower space height. For example, usually I go for 720. And then, as you can see, while I'm having a bigger lower panels, I'm also having a bigger lower space right here. As you can see, the lower panels, the division of panels is following the middle of this panels. Okay, this one is actually a fixed panels. So this is actually the everything about the single doors. And this one is some link doors, 2 link doors and the 2 link doors, link doors as well, link doors, and the double hinge doors, and the double hinge door with the 2 separate space, the top space and the bottom space. And then this one will actually allows you to choose for the, if you go to the mid parameters, and this one allows you to choose for the lights integrated in the side panels. Okay, for example, we can go for the hot light strips, and then we have the hot light strips installed on the left side panels and the right side panels. Okay, the last options here is the door materials colors. The same logics, we can adjust the materials right here. We go for example, the pure colors melamines, white melamines colors, then the whole colors, including the shelves, will be in these door materials. Alright, this is hinge door. And for the drawers, we have the combinations of the door and drawers. We have the combination of 1 door, 2 drawers, 1 door, 3 drawers, 1 door, 4 drawers, and stuff like this. And we have and for now, there's no any available cabinets like drawers and 2 doors. You have to separate it into 2 cabinets. So this is everything about the drawer cabinets. And for the electrical appliance cabinets, this is really funny. We have the combination of door panels only. We have the combination of door panels and the drawers. Let's take a look at this to help you explain this. We have the doors on the top parts, we have the appliance in the middles, and we have the drawers in the bottoms. So we have 2 drawers, 4 drawers, 1 drawers with double appliances with 3 drawers, and double door with 2 appliances and 2 drawers. This is really funny. We got these many options. Same logics for the door panels only. We got the 1 appliance, 2 appliances, 3 appliances, and the this is what we call the flip doors. The top door here, instead of opening opening straight or horizontally, the upper door panels here is a flip doors. So, and you actually have to choose for the supports right here. You can, for example, we go for the over 15 right here. This is a broom. This is a broom's lift up door supports. Okay. And for the this is about the door panels and the drawers. Another common appliances cabinets is the refrigerators cabinets. This one is for the built-in fridge. Okay, so actually the structure looks like this. I have the fridge in the bottoms. I have a fixed layers with a space in the top parts to fill in the gap between the fridge and the other space. And then I have as you can see, the U-shape cuts on my bottom panels, and the little gap right here to help gas transformations to help release the heat generated by the fridge. Okay, this is the common appliances cabinets for the high cabinets. And the last options we want to the corner cabinets. We don't have to waste a lot of time here. This is almost the exact same structures with the corner base cabinets. And we're going to move on to the open cabinets and take a look at them. So actually we can always start with the first ones, the panel dockings. This allows us to build the cabinet structure we want really easy. Fixed layer, fixed layer, fixed layer, middle vertical shelf, fixed layers, middle vertical panels, middle vertical panels. Yeah, as you can see, I can build some really weird combinations of these panels really quick. And following these options, I have this cabinet materials, which is the carcass materials open high cabinets. I have the door materials open high cabinets, and the door materials open cabinets with multiple layers. But now with these panel dockings high cabinet models available, I can just go with this ones, make my life easier. Alright, this is everything about the common modules about the 3D home cabinets, and including the common space cabinets, the common wall cabinets, the common height cabinets. And for the last parts, the decorations, we have taken a look at the fillers and the fake doors. And what is the other interesting parts is that we have these top panels. It can be installed on the top of a cabinet. We can choose for the materials of this. These are the top panels in different depth. For example, the 25 millimeters, the 38 millimeters, the 50 millimeters. Okay, this is the top panels and the shelf, door material shelf. The last one is the glass shelf. We can adjust the off-ground distance, for example, to 1500, and use a combination of the shelf and the top panels. We can get a nice kitchens. And we also got these decorative panels, the decorative columns. This kind of use really weird, but in some traditional kitchens, we can still see these decorative columns, the Roman columns, the decorative columns for the high cabinets, with different styles and shape in the front parts. This is for the base cabinets, and this is for the high cabinets. This one is really high. This one is matching with the high cabinets. And we got these top fillers. We have three types of top fillers: the I shape, the L shape, and the U shape. If we have for example, if you have, for example, these five high cabinets, I'm going to put them together. If you don't have any if the side panels of right here is not attached to the wall, we are going to install the fake door for both sides. And then if I want to build a top panels, top fillers, I'm going to go for the U shape right here. All right. So the height is 21 hundredths. So the off-ground distance is 22 and 22 and a tenth, no problems. The depth should be and instead of going for 330s, I would like to go in for 600s. No, that's too much. Go for 560. Okay. Now this one is matching with the front of my panels right here. And what is the width of this cabinets? 600, 600, 600, 600. I got 5 600s. So it's 3000 and plus the I can only go for 2400s at most. So I actually have to go for 2 L shape right here. I'm going for the 1 L shape right here, off-ground distance 22 and 10. And another L shape right here. So going to set the distance to the wall to 2343, the same as my fake door right here. Depth 560, and I want to divide them into split this evenly. So I'm going for I would like to join it above this gap. So I'm going for the width of this part, I'm going for the 1220. All right, as you can see, it's right in this parts. Same logics, 2617. This one should be 2617, and this one the width should be 1820. 2617. All right, so the 2 top fillers right here are joints right above the cabinets right here. Okay, this is how I build the top fillers, and instead of going for door materials top fillers, sometimes I may as well go for cabinet materials door fillers like this. Still I got an I shape, L shape, and the U shape. So this is everything about the common used modules about the 3D homes, and I hope this can help you get familiar with these product libraries. And thank you for listening. I will discuss about how to install the countertop, curtains, kickboards, and stuff like this in our lectures. See you again. And I'm Yang. Thanks for listening.